Hey, everybody, it's Barbara. So good to see you. I thought I'd give my BFF Delores a call, see if she wanted to read a book today. Let me dial her up here.
Ooh. Hello?
Hello. How are ya?
Oh, hi, Barbara. It's Delores here. I was just eating a sandwich.
Oh, what kind of sandwich were you having? Egg
Oh,
salad?
no, peanut butter and jelly.
Oh, another one of my favorites.
I love a good PB&J, They're so
Yeah.
delicious.
Well, I was calling to see. I didn't know if you wanted to read a book today.
Oh,
It
do I
is a
ever? Yes.
Monday.
I was just about to read this book to myself after I finished my peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Oh, now what is this called? The Magical Drawings of Moony B. Finch. I have never read this,
Oh,
Delores.
well, it's actually a weekly readers children's book club book, whatever that means. And it's by David McPhail. And I thought that the kids might like it because it has a dragon in it. And I know that we are the Shamrock dragon.
Yes. Oh, I'm intrigued. Well,
Now I'm going to put myself on speakerphone here, boop, so
okay.
that I don't have to hold that.
Okay.
And then I'll read a little bit. And then would you like to read a little bit too?
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna go on speaker too. Hold on. Okay.
Okay, great. And I borrowed this book from my granddaughter, and look, she wrote her name in it. Isn't that cute?
Oh, how sweet.
All right, well, here we go. The Magical Drawings of Moony B. Finch. Moony B. Finch loved to draw. For his second birthday, he was given a box of crayons. After that, he spent most of his time drawing pictures. I know a lot of us students who love to draw at Shamrock.
Yeah.
He drew, and drew, and the more he drew, the better he got.
Look how he's grown up there.
Yeah. All right, here you go.
Okay. Maybe just a tad closer and up a hair. Maybe up a little bit. There we go. Moony would draw pictures even when he didn't have any paper. In the summer at the beach, he drew pictures in the sand with a stick. And in the winter, he drew giant pictures in the snow with his feet. Well, I've done both of those myself.
Yes, I love how creative he is. He drew things inside and he drew things outside. He drew things he saw and he drew things he imagined. Moony had an eraser that he called his just-in-case eraser. He never used it, but he always carried it with him just in case he ever needed it.
One day at the park, Moony was drawing a picture of a cloud. What a marvelous drawing, said a lady who just happened to be passing by. May I have it? Moony handed the lady the drawing, and then she touched it. The cloud lifted right off the paper and floated down the path. Wait, cried the lady as she went running after it. What's it say at the bottom here? Yeah, a little closer. That was amazing, said the man sitting next to Moony on the park bench. How did you do it? I don't know, replied Moony. Nothing like this has ever happened before. Came to life.
Crazy. Will you draw something just for me? Asked the man. Like a pirate's treasure chest filled with gold coins? Oh, that's easy, said Moony. And with a few quick strokes of his crayon, it was done. The man picked up the drawing, and when he did, the treasure chest slid off the paper and landed in his lap.
Oh my goodness.
Gold coins spilled out of the chest and rolled down the sidewalk, attracting a large crowd.
Wow. A woman with a baby came pushing through the crowd. How about a picture of a diamond-studded silver rattle, said the woman to Moony, for my baby. Moony had hardly finished the drawing when the woman grabbed it right out of his hands. Instantly, the rattle fell off the paper and tumbled into the carriage with the baby. Oh, a diamond rattle.
Look at all these people.
Yeah.
But they all want something.
Yeah, it's drawing quite the crowd.
Yes, then a bearded old man stepped forward. Sonny, he began. Moony, corrected Moony. Whatever, said the old man. I get so tired hobbling around on my gimpy leg. I'd feel much better if I had a picture of a chauffeur-driven limousine to look at. Would you please, for an old man? The request was quickly granted. When the old man touched the paper, the limousine slid off and rolled over his toes. Everyone in the crowd began pushing and shoving and yelling at Moony. Draw this for me, draw that.
Oh my goodness.
Getting out of control.
Yeah. A little bit to the other side. Yeah, there we go. Moony stood up on the bench and shouted as loud as he could, please be quiet. When the crowd hushed, Moony continued. Hold still, he said. I want to draw a picture of everybody. Ties were straightened, hair combed, and makeup freshened as Moony tore 3 pieces of paper from his drawing pad.
On the first piece, he drew a picture of the smiling crowd, the man with his treasure chest, the woman, her baby, and the silver rattle, and the old man in his limousine, and all the people who wanted Moony to draw them a picture. When the drawing was finished, Moony took out his just-in-case eraser from his pocket. Taking pains to be neat, Moony erased the treasure chest with all of its gold coins, the silver rattle, and finally, the chauffeur-driven limousine.
Wow.
And as Moony erased them from the drawing, they disappeared from the clutches of their greedy owners. Oh, that baby is not pleased with that plan.
Well, that baby would be fine with a wooden rattle. He doesn't need a gun.
Right.
The crowd murmured, then buzzed, then charged angrily right at Moony. Taking his second big piece of paper, Moony drew the fiercest dragon that he could imagine. I wonder if his name was Lucky.
I know, good question.
The instant someone touched the paper.
What's gonna happen?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm so sorry. When Moony tossed the drawing into the crowd, I forgot that, I didn't give you the top.
Oh, sorry.
When Moony tossed the drawing into the crowd, everyone scrambled to get it. And it's the instant someone touched the paper, we know what happens when people touch the paper. The dragon sprang to life, roaring and breathing fire. All the people ran for their lives.
Oh.
Even the bearded old man was gone in a flash. Guess he didn't need that limousine after all, huh?
With the crowd gone, the dragon turned on Moony. Oh dear.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see the top there. Yeah. Moony, meanwhile, had taken his third piece of paper and drawn a perfect likeness of the fierce dragon. Taking his eraser once more, he calmly began to erase.
The terrible teeth. The razor sharp claws.
Oh, no more razor sharp claws.
Oh, look at his cute little foot without any claws on it. The powerful tail.
Oh, goodness gracious.
And when the drawing was entirely erased, the dragon disappeared. For a long while, Moony sat on the bench thinking. With great care, he drew one last little picture. You want to predict what he's going to draw?
I don't know. Maybe a little puppy? Maybe a little friend? I don't know.
Friend. Well, then he put his just-in-case eraser back in his pocket, and with his drawing pad under his arm, he headed for home. Can you guess what he drew?
Aww. Is that a little baby dragon?
It's a little baby dragon, just a nice pet-sized dragon for him.
How sweet is that? What a
Isn't that
great
nice?
book.
I know. I love thinking about what we would draw if you knew it was going to come to life. You know?
Very, very interesting. I like that story a lot. So thank you for sharing it.
That was called The Magical Drawings of Moony v. Finch, and it was by David McPhail.
What year was that written? Do you care to look for me?
Oh, great question. It's an oldie but a goodie.
70s, probably?
Yeah, 1978.
Ah.
Yep.
Good year, good year.
Yes. It was a good year for books. Well, I'm so glad you called me. I'm going to go back to my sandwich and finish it up, but I'll talk to you later, okay?
Great. I'll see you next week on Live
Live with Lucky.